Wednesday morning, that means it's Picayune Wednesday, and once again in our studio, ladies and gentlemen, the editor of the Picayune, it's Daniel Clifton.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning, Daniel.
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, halfway through the week, and the Picayune should be on your doorsteps this morning. If you're not finding yours, listen at the end of the interview, and we'll tell you how to do that. But Daniel comes in every week to kind of give us some highlights of what's in this week's edition, and some good stuff in there. The story about the Buchanan VFD celebrating their 40 years of community service, and you said the interview you did with them was fun.
It was great. I went up there, and it was actually kind of funny because I scheduled a photo about 10 o'clock, and so you get there. I got there in time, and one of the guys was there, and then Chad came in, and we started talking. It was about 11 o'clock before we got the photo, because we were just talking. They're telling me all these great things about the department and some of the things they do, and you're never really aware, because you never know how much these guys do, unless you're there with them, and if they're not driving those big trucks. Sometimes they often respond in their own personal cars and things, because if it's a medical call and they're nearby, they just fly over.
They don't take time to go back to the station first.
But they're always involved to help. They find there was I think a couple months ago, somebody was on Lake Buchanan on the shore, and they heard this screaming, "Help!
Oh my
help!"
gosh.
Like, they couldn't see anything. Then they saw something that looked like a little boat, maybe, and so they called the volunteers, come out there, and they get a boat. I think Buchanan is one of the few on Lake Buchanan. It's the only one that has a boat. So they go out there, and a guy in a canoe had flipped over, had been out there for a while.
Wow.
Bless
So these guys get there, and so they do that, and they go around, check out people's homes, see how they are as far as fire abatements, if you got brush and grass and stuff. So they do a lot, and they're really fun. They're amazing.
And 40 years, that's a long history of the fire department there. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize with the volunteer fire departments, you see them out in the trucks, as you said, they're doing their thing, and you don't think about these guys are doing it for no money. They're not getting paid. They're volunteers.
And it costs a lot to run these departments.
That's right.
They get, I think there's an ESD that supports them with some, but they're looking at it. They've got a truck, I think that's 30 plus years old, an engine.
Wow.
And to replace it, it's going to be, a new one costs $300,000 plus. Now, whether they get a new one or used, who knows? But that's in the tires. A regular tire on a truck, because they have to get these special ones, are like, they're 10 ply. You know what that means?
Oh, yeah, sure I do.
Okay. I'm glad you do. Hey, I just shook my head with the other 10 plies. I go, I got that. Yeah.
10, 11, whatever it takes.
Yeah, that's right. Tim the tool guy Allen right there. Oh, yeah. I know exactly. But they're like $400, just a car, tire that looks like it'd go on my car, costs $450.
Wow.
And then you think of those bigger tires, doing a fundraiser and a barbecue.
Yeah.
Great.
Read the story in this week's edition. And next hour, right?
Yeah.
They're coming in. They're going to come in and talk to us next hour, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
I'll say also in the front page of the Picayune, big picture that the kids, I'm sure when they see it, they'll go, "Oh, I know who that is. That's Thomas the Tank."
Yeah.
He's going to be making his way back to Burnet, huh?
Burnet. 3 days this year.
Wow.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Surprise me.
In the last 2 years, I think it was only 2 days. But this year they brought back for a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I'm glad they did that, because there are a lot of kids. I mean, Thomas is a big star.
He is.
And I'm glad they added that extra day, because that way everybody can take advantage of it.
Yeah, so if you've got little ones in the family, read the story about Thomas the Tank and when it's going to be there in Burnet for those 3 days, so you can check it out. And another great story that's going on in Burnet, this weekend, the Bluegrass Festival.
The Bluegrass Festival returns third year.
I think
second
it's
or third year.
This
year's the first time they had a fiddlers contest too. They've had a fiddlers contest in the morning, so you can go out there and check out some local and folks, not just local. I think they're drawing some folks from around the area. Do some fiddling, and in the afternoon they got 3 bluegrass bands lined up, starting I think 4 o'clock, 5:15, and then Flat Lonesome, who is like an up-and-coming band, a bluegrass band.
Yeah, I think they were here last year.
Yeah, and they won an award last October as one of the emerging artists in the bluegrass.
How exciting.
Yeah, you can see them this weekend.
Free.
Up in Burnet.
Like the Picayune.
Yeah.
Free.
It's at Haley Nelson Park.
Yep.
And you can get all the times and all the information in this week's edition of the Picayune. Now, if you're not getting your copy of the Picayune, tell them how to go about doing that, Daniel.
You take it off your neighbor's porch. No, don't do that. No. Call 830-693-7152, and we'll get you on that list. Don't take it from your neighbors.
You don't need to do that, because, as always, the Picayune is free! Daniel Clifton, editor of the Picayune. Thanks, buddy.
Bye.